Today we're talking about fear, specifically the kind of fear that prevents writers from making informed decisions about the most powerful creative tool of our generation. I want to share what I found after intense investigation, court documents, Supreme Court filings, and the 2025 Copyright Office reports. I did this because I owed it to myself and to every writer I work with to understand what is actually happening versus what people fear might happen. Marie Curie said it best, "Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood." Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less. That is what we're doing today. Most writing panics are based on headlines that people read but never investigate. Would you make a better financial decision based on a Reddit thread? Would you choose a medical treatment based on a Twitter argument? Then why make decisions about your creative career based on hype? The biggest risk isn't the technology itself. It's writers making career-altering decisions based on incomplete information. Let's look at the 4 major fears through the lens of 2026 reality. Fear number 1. AI companies stole my work to train their models. This is the fear that dominates writer forums. In 2024 and 2025, we saw massive class action lawsuits against companies like Anthropic and OpenAI. Authors claimed their books were used without permission. The 2026 reality. Following the landmark settlements in early 2026, the legal line has been drawn. The courts have clarified that training a model, much like a human reading a book to learn how a story is structured, is generally considered fair use. However, the courts did penalize companies for how they obtained those books. The issue wasn't the training, it was the use of pirated shadow libraries. Today, companies are shifting toward licensed, clean data sets. The takeaway: you cannot stop the act of a model learning from the public sphere, but you can and should support the legal protections against piracy. I chose to stop resisting the fact that these models have read the world, and instead, I chose to use that collective knowledge to strengthen my own craft. Fear number 2. My conversations with AI are training future models. The 2026 reality. This is a battle we've largely won. As of 2025, every major AI platform, Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, has built-in robust opt-out features. You can toggle a switch to ensure your private sessions are never used for training. Furthermore, your sessions are private. Training data becomes part of a model's general worldview. It cannot regurgitate your specific manuscript to another user. You have the control. Use it. Fear number 3. AI is eliminating writing jobs. The 2026 reality. This is the oldest fear in our profession. In 1474, scribes tried to outlaw the printing press. In the 1980s, critics said word processors would erase literature. What we've seen in 2026 is a flight to quality. Yes, low-level, quote-unquote, content mill jobs have been replaced by machines. But this has created a massive premium on human-centric narrative. The world is drowning in, quote, automated slop. Readers are now hungrier than ever for writing that feels deeply researched and psychologically true. The job hasn't disappeared, it has evolved. The writers who are thriving today are those who have stopped competing with the machine and started directing it. Fear number 4. I will lose my ability to copyright my work. This is where the most significant change has occurred. The 2026 reality. In March 2026, the U.S. Supreme Court declined to hear Failer v. Perlmutter, effectively cementing the rule: AI cannot be an author. The U.S. Copyright Office has also made a definitive ruling. Prompting is not authorship. You cannot claim copyright on a passage just because you spent hours refining the prompt. The law now views a prompt as a suggestion to a machine. If the AI writes the prose, the public domain owns the prose. The solution. This is why I teach narrative archaeology. There is a massive legal distinction between AI-generated and AI-assisted work. If you ask AI to write a scene, you are giving up your copyright. If you use AI as a Socratic coach to help you excavate your character's psychological wounds, but you write every word and make every creative decision, your human authorship is fully protected. In 2026, the law rewards the architect, not the prompt engineer. Stolen books? The fight is against piracy, not the technology. Privacy? You have the toggle. You own the session. Job loss? The market is pivoting toward prestige quality that AI cannot reach alone. Copyright? If you are the one doing the writing, your legacy is safe. Make your decisions based on the facts of 2026, not the fears of 2023.